The Wall Street Journal just released an article stating that agents are quitting in record numbers due to the slow economy. And as realtors, this basically just confirmed everything that we knew and that what we're kind of feeling and experiencing, right? Because the last 4 years have been super tough. So in this video, I want to talk about kind of where I was and where I'm at now because of YouTube, because I fear that if not for YouTube, I would be one of these agents that was either looking for other work or probably have left the industry completely. So let's get into it, guys. Here's my promise to you guys. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about kind of what my business looked like, right? And then the moment I knew that YouTube was a huge opportunity for my business. And then last, kind of what changed when I committed and what's possible for you in probably just 90 days. All right. So let's get right into it, guys. My name is Will. I am a local Southern California real estate agent who just by chance stumbled onto YouTube and just have been consistent, man, for the last, I guess, 9 months or so. And what it's done for my business is miraculous. So on this channel, guys, I'm just going to be showing, like, I'm no guru, so I'm not giving advice. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. So if you're interested in hearing my story and also what's kind of working in my business right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, what could it hurt, right? Also, I'm shooting this video outside, right? So that should give you, I guess, some insight into my level of consistency. So I used to have an office and I closed that office down in December just to cut back, and nobody was using the office. So went back home where, you know, I've been super productive, but I can't really shoot videos there. So rather than have that excuse of having the perfect, you know, backdrop or environment, I literally come to the park and shoot my videos. I have lighting, it feels great. You know, I feel like it's serene. So that just goes to show you, like, you literally have no excuse, guys. Just go outside, shoot the video, press record, okay? So let's get right into it, guys. Also, I have my notes here. So if I'm looking down, I'm not, you know, off. I just want to, I have points that I don't want to miss out on. So before, guys, so I was running Facebook ads, you know, and I think that was great for a while. And I was getting a lot of leads, but as things got more expensive here in Southern California, it got harder to find qualified buyers. And at the end of the day, you know, people buying $1 million homes, a lot of times they're not just clicking on random links on, you know, Instagram or things that pop up in their feed, right? A lot of times they're getting referral or they're doing a deeper level of research. So that kind of got old, and that just hasn't really worked. I definitely think it can work. There just needs to be a lot more strategy behind it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get into that on another video. Also, I was doing open houses. And here's the deal with open houses. I think open houses are great. If you don't have any business right now, definitely do open houses, because it's something that I had to do, right? Because with doing this YouTube stuff, it takes a while. So you have to be sort of a and, right? So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, right? So I see YouTube as like passive prospecting, and I see like open houses as active prospecting, right? But what I found for open houses to work, that there has to be a lot of different things, right? So first of all, the listing has to be priced right? It has to be a good listing. It can't be super stale, you know, because everything we do is a volume thing. So I've had a lot of luck with listings, but a lot of times it's my listing, right? Or it's the first or second week. So that's worked out well for me. But I feel like with the market slowing down like it has, agents they want to do their own open houses, right? They're super protective. Also, I've noticed that there's a lot of maybe newer agents in the business. And sometimes when you get these listings, you know, you don't want to, I say, piss your client off. And some clients they will secret shop the open house. And if that agent is, you know, promoting other listings, if they're not promoting that house, if they're not carrying themselves well, it makes you look bad, and you could possibly lose the listing. So also, you know, it's very time consuming, right? You got to get there early, you got to put out the signs, you know, it's just a lot of things that have to go right. And it, you know, it works. It works a lot. And again, that's another video. So I've done videos on my open house strategies because open house definitely works, and it's something that you want to look into, right? Also I've tried, past clients. I mean, I've sold over 100 homes. But with that being said, there was a stat that I saw once, and it was just like, hey, if someone hasn't sent you a referral in the first 12 months, they probably won't. I have a few people that have sent me referrals. I've done multiple deals with, but it's not something that I could always rely on, month after month, week after week. And again, a lot of that's probably my fault, right? I got a lot going on, and I can probably come off as transactional sometimes with this stuff. I mean well, but you got to know your shortcomings, right? So referrals that's never been very huge for me. I mean, trust me. I mean, I love my clients, and I'm always thinking about them. But yeah, just never really worked out for me, right? So with all that said, over the last couple of years, my transaction volume has been shrinking. I mean, I went from, years selling 30 plus homes, 20 plus homes, to last year, I don't think I sold 10, right? So I may have sold 9. And here we are now I'm almost doing my full year's production in a month, right? So it was just very tough over the last couple of years. So that's why I said, I mean, I could have easily been looking for a job, been part-time, out of the industry, if not for what we're about to get into right now, right? So, and then let's talk about YouTube. So with YouTube, and a lot of you guys, you probably have a YouTube channel, right? I've had my YouTube channel for a long time. So this is actually my 3rd attempt at YouTube, okay? So the first time I started off consistent. I really wanted it. I started off consistent, and then I started to overthink things, and I stopped, right? Because I didn't see any results. I didn't get any calls, and I probably wasn't as committed as I thought I was, right? So then the second go at it was awesome. We came out the gate hard. I actually had a partner, and out of the blue, he ended up leaving the company. So that was super discouraging, especially like all the work that was done, and all the work that I had put into it. So that stopped me. But then something interesting happened, right? So I just stopped posting, and I stopped really watching the channel. But every now and then I would get calls. Okay, so I had gotten one guy into escrow, and he canceled right before we closed. Okay, so that didn't really spring me into action. But then I got another one around maybe last August or so, and these people were calling from another country, okay? So they called from another country. I actually thought it was spam, right? I thought it was some type of scam, and because the guy wanted to talk on WhatsApp. Well, I connected with the guy on WhatsApp, and then we connected on YouTube. I mean, we connected on Zoom, and I realized, wait, this is a real person. So I realized this was a real person, and we had a great conversation. They worked for the government, and because of the new administration and stuff like that, everybody was being called home. So they were coming from a country called Laos, and they wanted to move to my area, and had saw some of the videos, and because of the videos, had done some research and was interested in my area. Well, that right there, that video or that client changed everything, because we closed. And I was like, you know what? This is a sign. And I think as realtors, entrepreneurs, we're always looking for the next best thing. But what I found is, guys, when something is working, you have to double and triple down on that one thing. So after that, I said, you know what? I'm going to be consistent. And I think I posted my first video early September. And since then, I have consistently posted one video a week. And here we are, I think 8 or 9 months later, and I have not missed a video, okay? So let's talk about kind of where we are now. And again, I owe all this to YouTube. So right now we have 5 active escrows. So what that means, I don't know where you're at, but an escrow is we have deals under contract. Okay, so we have deals under contract, and those are direct. These aren't past clients. These aren't referrals. These are all new people from the hard work and the consistency that I've been putting in on YouTube, right? So again, no cold calls. I haven't had to do open houses. I haven't had to bug my past clients, friends, family. I haven't needed to do any of that. Only thing I've had to do was every Tuesday, go and film a video. Also, guys, take note of this. Some of the best advice, and you can look this guy up. I love to give credit to people. It doesn't hurt me, to give credit to somebody. But this guy named Suman Kim, I met him at a conference, at the EXP conference last year. And, he's huge on YouTube. He's done really well on YouTube. So, I showed him my channel. I kind of let him know that, hey, we were just getting started, but, I just wasn't getting any action or activity. And he looked at my analytics and he said, dude, you're on track. He said, literally, keep going, keep filming home tours. But the nugget that he gave me, he said, dude, I know it's slow right now, but when you don't have anything to do, if you don't have anything on the schedule, what you need to do is go film a video, right? Because when you film a video, guys, you're creating an asset that's going to continue to work for you, okay? 24/7. So I took that, I'm no fool, right? You tell me something, I'm gonna do it. So I took that and I did it, guys. So 3 months, I think when we launched the channel in September, it took about 3 months, right? But by December, I had started getting leads on the channel. Again, I started getting leads. So that literally changed everything, guys. So, what this means for you, let's wrap this up. What this means for you. So as a realtor, guys, I am, I didn't set out to be a content creator, right? I set out to help families just like you guys. But what I found is that in markets like this, where interest rates are high, where there's so much uncertainty, right? It's a volume play. So you have to have more conversations. And what I've found is that YouTube allows me to have conversations at scale, right? It attracts conversations, you know what I'm saying? Because the people are constantly watching your content. And again, I mentioned this before, but a person needs to consume about 7 hours of your content to develop that parasocial relationship. Well, I'm making 30, 40-minute videos on that channel. So it doesn't take long for people to develop that relationship, right? And the good news is when those people call me, like, they're my people. They know me, like, we vibe, I can be myself. So just overall, like, great, guys. And also, you don't need the perfect setup. You can start super simple. I'm still super simple. And here's the deal. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys, because the next video, I'm going to show you guys my exact setup. So everything I use, super simple, right? And I mean, you can increase these things over time. So I believe in leading with revenue. So as you start closing deals, then you can start adding stuff. But really, guys, what you really need is a system, right? And my videos are very systematic, right? It's literally the same video just about every time. The location changes, right? The incentives, things like that change. But you also just need to make the decision. So I literally just made the decision to do it, and I made the decision to be consistent. So all the agents that I see that fail on YouTube, it's because they just stop. That's literally it. Like, some of you guys, I want you to do this. Some of you started posting years ago, maybe have not even opened up the channel, but go look at some of those videos. You may have tens of thousands of views on those videos. You literally just stopped. But here's my promise to you guys. So I know this is overwhelming. I know it could be a lot because it's a production, right? To do YouTube. I'm working on something, and I'm in a state, or I'm in a place where I don't want to do anything that people don't want. So I don't want to do all this extra work. So I'm going to create an interest list. So go ahead and click the link, the first link below in the description, and it'll be an interest list. I'm going to start a community where I'm going to help you make your first $100,000 on your YouTube channel. So if you're interested in, diving deeper into that, go ahead and click the link below, join the interest list. And once I get enough people, then, I'll kick this thing off. But until then, I have enjoyed sharing this experience with you. Go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to be sharing these experiences with you every week. And then once we pick up some steam, then maybe twice a week, who knows, right? But you got to be subscribed so you don't miss. So if you enjoyed this video, guess what? You're going to enjoy that video right there. So appreciate you tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.